Okay. Disaster
Alright, I'm
averted.
now, in theory...
Are you YouTube
Oh,
or Twitch?
YouTube. The internet can totally see you now. To stop, use your encoder.
What's
Do you have my
Pokemon
YouTube?
Showdown?
Oh, you found it? Okay. How does this look?
Um, say it again.
How does this look? Because I just set it to capture the part of the
Um,
screen that it's on.
it looks like recur. There we go. Yeah, I can see Pluge.
Okay. So you can see the... You're seeing the game is
I can
the
see the
point.
Golduck and a Keldeo.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Then in
yeah.
theory, we're
I
where we
can see
need to be.
the whole actual fight.
Okay.
Yep. Right. Right. And Polly sent out Ninetales. I'm lagging. I can see the. So there we go. I have to mute myself because I can't stand my voice.
Epic nice. Man, this guy's mad. I predicted a switch and used knockoff, and he lost the Eviolite on his dub edge. And he said, "Shit, son, fuck me."
Rip.
uh, the bad news
It's
is the Cincinnati is choice banded for some stupid reason. So, um, let's go for a switch. Try to ice shard me. Also, why is it sunny? Who made it sunny? Let's use some toxic.
who made this sunny.
Yeah, the problem with random battles is that sometimes you just don't really have any great options. You just have to go for the most amazing cheese you can possibly imagine. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes you get screwed because, they have a Cresselia and pretty much nothing kills Cresselia. And sometimes your
Sounds
Lapras
like
gets
you're
Rock
speaking from
Blasted into
experience.
Oblivion. I'm only a little bit salty about that Cresselia, by the way. Okay, let's see. Let's try something here. I can't. Oh, there's my fortress. Man, how come every time someone else uses Rock Blast or Double Slap or whatever, they get all 5 hits? And when you use it, it's like, LOL, no. You get 2.
Try harder.
I just need to try harder.
That's what it's telling you.
Okay, if that's what it wants, then I mean maybe I can do something.
I mean, they have more hope or determination
Their
depending
hope
on
is
which
greater.
fandom you choose today.
I mean the greatest hope will win, right? Right?
We'll always win.
Yeah. Oh shit. Get solar beamed. My Luminion. Okay, well, let's see if I can predict a switch here and get a Dragon Dance off. I find it hard to believe that thing has anything that would be super effective against me. I didn't see what type its hidden power was. Alright, let's go for a Dragon Claw. If worst comes to worst, I can use Roost because, I mean, man, who puts Roost on a Charizard? That's disgusting.
I do like the interface of this game.
Yeah, it actually looks really nice. I think the thing was life orbed and
I don't
killed
know how they got
itself.
away with it either.
Uh, this is powered by Smogon. For some reason, all of Smogon's content never gets touched. Uh, if I knew more about it, I could say why, but unfortunately, I do not know much. Oh, Stoutland. Come on, man. I feel like this Stoutland is gonna crap on me, but I need to find something out about it. I'll just go for a roost and see what happens here. He's taking his sweet time. The one problem with the way I have this set up on XSplit is if I change tabs, it'll still have the
You can
same target for
change
every
it to
for
be
tab.
just the game window.
The problem is this is a browser. I do this in a browser, so it's hard
Uh,
to. Yeah. Oh dang! Stoutland OP. All right, let's see here. We're gonna try to go for some cheese. Go for some reflect cheese. If I don't get one shot by this Stoutland. The unfortunate thing is it sets all affection automatically to like full. So if it's a Stoutland which has like a bajillion attack with stab on return, which gets stronger the more your Pokemon likes you, like I think it's just gonna fuck your day.
Rip.
Didn't even get to use Wish. Alright. This isn't going so well. That feel with random battles though. If you keep Stoutland in, I might get a decent amount of damage with a Gyro Ball, but Fortress's offensive stats are just kind of okay. His options to switch to, I haven't seen two of his Pokemon yet. If he switches to Cloyster, I should do decent damage with the Gyro Ball also. Wouldn't be as good. Or if he switches into something I haven't seen yet, I mean, God only knows what I'm going to run into. Okay, my Gyro Ball did shit damage, so that's awesome. My Stealth Rock is still out, so it's... I don't really have any options here is the problem. Because anything else I switch... Oh, okay, so he switched. I'll get neutral damage with Volt Switch, but then... I don't know what I'll switch to, honestly. The rest of my crap is just going to get wrecked by this guy, too. Go for my Cincinnati. Do I go for a knockoff or do I just try to get damage with Bullet Seed? That's the question. Because he's got a Life Orb, so he's going to screw me up. I am faster. I'll go for the cheese. Oh, he switched to Quillfish. But I should do decent damage with Bullet Seed still. Nope. Doing shit damage with Bullet Seed. Did hit a lot of times, though. And, yeah, this guy's Choice Banded. So... this battle's pretty much over. But I will persevere. I don't care much for Serene.
Never give up. You never know when they'll just quit out.
Yeah, and that happens a lot in this game, actually, so... that water absorb feels good. Okay. He's going to be immune to poison. He's going to resist water and ice. And those are my only moves. So I'll just go for the most powerful stab I can possibly get. If I hit another one of those, it might go down. But with 80% chance and knowing how much Pokemon RNG loves to screw me over, I'm not going to hold my breath. Yeah, in theory, it doesn't look like I'm down that far. I'm down one Pokemon, but... oh, Destiny bonded me. Goodbye, Lapras.
Oh
This guy's an
no.
even better cheese master than I am, I tell you what.
How does it feel to get out cheese?
I have never seen Destiny bond on a Quillfish, I will say that. Like, that was... wow.
That's a new one.
That is a new one. What item were you holding? Choice Band. Well, that explains why you're doing so much goddamn damage. You have to keep that in mind for the future. Choice Band Stoutland is just fucking disgusting. I got one hit left in me. Alright. GG. Right in Poly, whatever that means. All right, let's go back into the OUs with the actual team.
Go back
This
to actual
the
teams.
squad. Here we go. But they have Cynthia as their avatar. Cynthia's fucking OP. Okay. Choice of a starter here is a little sketchy. That's a pretty decent team. Um, Good amount of weakness to fire, at least two. Psychic, probably not a great choice. If he leads with one of those stall Pokemon, I'm going to be in trouble. I might just go for my classic Drapion start and see what happens. Since out Gliscor, that's really bad for me, actually. I'm going to have to switch. Predicting it is a ground type move, so I'll go for Tornadus. Oh, nope, he Stealth Rocked instead. That stinks. Okay. But he's holding a Toxic Orb. He might be running something super cheesy like Facade. If that's the case, that would hurt me a lot. And plus, my prediction was wrong, so those rocks are going to be bad. It won't do me any good to knock off the Toxic Orb, and I wouldn't get stab damage on that, so I'll probably just go for as much damage as possible with the Hurricane. Actually managed to avoid the Toxic, so if I can hit another Hurricane, I can actually take this thing out. Goes for the Protect, whatever. He'll heal enough with with the Toxic Orb. Yeah, he's got Poison Heal, that's why he's running a Toxic Orb. That's actually really smart. I won't be able to kill him with another Hurricane anymore. I can get enough damage, hopefully. Ah, the poison is not enough. He's now confused. I'm going to go ahead and try to... Okay, so here we go again. I'm actually going to have to go for another Hurricane here because U-turn won't be enough to kill him anymore. If I do hit this... Oh, he actually goes for the switch into the Blissey. Hurricane missed anyway. That's whatever. Blissey's still a normal type, unlike the Clefairy line that got switched to Fairy in X and Y. I really don't want to switch out because of these rocks. And switching into my Starmie probably wouldn't be great. I'll just try to go for damage with a Focus Blast. That was a crit, and it did less than half of her health, so that is not good. And I got poisoned. I really don't want to have to deal with that. I'll just switch to my Rapid Spinner. Hope Blissey won't be doing that much damage to me. And she tried to Protect anyway, so I got a free switch. I can get rid of these rocks with a Rapid Spin. He actually might go for a switch too. No, he doesn't. So, okay, so another Toxic. I'll have to switch to Sylveon relatively soon to get a Heal Bell off. Because I'm going to be taking a lot of damage from this poison. And, yeah, this is just a stall Blissey, obviously. Running Toxic and Protect, that's pretty disgusting. Probably going to go for a Toxic on Sylveon too. Yep, I can't heal that. So Sylveon basically just needs to get the crap out of here. It's really, really unfortunate that Blissey is normal type. I don't have a lot that can get super effective on that. The only Pokemon I have that has a fighting type move is my Tornadus, which is really probably kind of an oversight on my part. Especially since this Blissey probably just has a ton of HP. Probably not that impressive special defense. I'm just going to count on the fact that its defense is lower than its special and try to go for... Okay, never mind. He actually goes for a switch. So that was actually relatively opportune for me. I can go for an Aqua Tail on this Gliscor. If he switches, it's whatever. If he doesn't, or if he goes for Protect, he's going to heal off of his... Yeah, there we go. Just going to go for Aqua Tail again. He can't Protect again, most likely. Not enough to get the KO, unfortunately, and he's trying to set up his entry hazards again. Which sucks. While he's stalling, I'm just going to go for Sword Dance, predict that Protect, which I did relatively well. Alright, so got that thing out of here. That should be his only entry hazard Pokemon, so once I'm able to switch into my Spinner again, I'll be able to take care of that. He'll do neutral damage to me, I think, with Bug-type moves with that Pinsir, but then again, that Pinsir, once it goes Mega, will likely hit me with some Fighting-type. So I think I'm just gonna try to predict that crap and get out of here. Um, honestly, my I don't have a lot of good bets against the moveset this Pinsir can threaten with. So I think I might just switch to Starmie, hope he goes Mega, and then try to cheese it with an Ice Beam. Okay, he does go Mega, but okay, nope, my Starmie's dead. So that was a bad switch on my part. Um, and that thing is definitely going to
Are
outspeed
megas
everything
allowed
on
in
my team.
competitive?
Yeah, Megas are allowed in competitive. Um, there are some like the way all of this operates is on a tier system. Uh, so what was I gonna say? Um, the tier I'm in is the second highest after what they call Uber, which is basically just a bunch of legendaries and Aegislash because Aegislash is disgusting. Um, almost anything is good to go in OU. Um, there are, I think, some rules about. I don't know. I'm really kind of confused on it right now because I just got finished watching the Pokemon World Championships, which didn't follow these rules. It didn't really have that many rules from what I could tell because pretty much every team had two primal legendaries on it, which was just absolutely, well, actually, honestly, really boring to watch.
Or was it just mega transformations every day?
It was pretty much like every team had two of the three of Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon, and Mega Rayquaza. And it's a four Pokemon double battles. So it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of boring to see the same Pokemon over and over. There were some variations, and some people did some really cool stuff. Like I really respect the strategy of double battles, but I am not very good at them yet. I have just barely scratched the surface of any of this. Like I know Pokemon relatively well, but when it comes to competitive battling, I'm just like, wait, what? So, all right, got that out of there, which resets his Swords Dance, and I actually managed to get a Thunder Wave off on his Scizor, which is pretty nice actually. Scizor actually, despite the wings, is not a flying type and cannot have Levitate, so I might actually be able to get an Earthquake off on it. Um, I'm not sure what kind of moveset he's packing. Even if he does have a fighting type move, I can at least eliminate my 4 times weakness to it by using a Mega Evolution here. Um, so that didn't really do that great of damage, but he's paralyzed, so it's not too big of a deal. I'll just try to go for another Earthquake. He's using Swords Dance. He's trying to set up on me. If he doesn't switch, he's going to lose his Scissor, though. Yeah, he tried to use a speed move, but he was paralyzed, so I actually got really lucky there. RNG is totally on my side right now, which is very nice.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, seriously. I would predict that he would bring in his Azumarill next. Oh no, actually brings in the. That's not a bad choice for him. Because he does have Levitate, eliminating that weakness to ground. He must have something that's going to do relatively decent damage to me. His special attack is most likely through the roof. I'm just going to go for a Paralyze, and yeah, he did that much damage to me, which is pretty insane. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a Paralyze. And honestly, my Aggron is not going to be that useful to me throughout the rest of this match anyway, so I'm just going to try to set my entry hazards. If I'm able to get some damage off on him while I'm at it, that's pretty good. Oh, I actually get the one-hit kill on him with my Heavy Slam. So, I did not predict that. I don't think I've ever used Heavy Slam against a Pokemon that had such weak defense, so that was actually fairly impressive. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, try to spam some Thunder Wave and try to get damage off with Heavy Slam. Oh, actually, that was a really good thing that I used Thunder Wave there because that counter definitely would have knocked me out. It might actually go for a counter again, in which case it would probably be best for me to switch because I don't have anything else I can do right now. The problem is that I just really I don't have much that I can do against this Blissey. This thing is just gonna stall me to crap. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and get the leftovers off of it, so any chip damage I do will stay. I thought he might go for a switch, but he didn't. He does lose his leftovers. Gonna go for the poison on me, which, I mean, I had to expect that. All this thing does is spam. So, um, try to do a little bit of... Yeah, it's got soft boiled, so that's pretty garbage. We'll see how long I can stall this out. Soft boiled has 16 PP, so this thing is just a stall machine. I absolutely hate these kinds of strategies. They're just so boring. The last OU game I actually played lasted a super long time. Went kind of the same direction. I actually managed to counter stall relatively well, but I mean, I had no response for the Cresselia I was up against. I really did not know what to do about it. He goes for a belly drum, which doesn't work out too well because I KO him. He's not able to baton pass it like I'm sure he was planning. Brings Pinsir out, but Pinsir gets absolutely destroyed by my Stealth Rocks. So now it's just Blissey against 5 of my team, which sounds great in theory, but honestly,
But
this is going to take forever. I should be able to win off of this, but it's just going to take so long because this thing can stall for years and years. I just lost a crap ton of my HP to poison. If I switch in Tornadus, I'm just going to get absolutely annihilated by Stealth Rock. So I'm going to count on Regenerator to heal some of Tangrowth. I'm going to go ahead and Heal Bell to get the poison off of it. And then I'm probably going to get Sylveon out of here because that poison's going to take care of me. Okay, actually, not doing too bad here. I might as well see how much damage Hyper Voice does. Not much, yeah. So I'll just go for a Wish and a Switch here. The thing is, she has absolutely no damaging abilities other than counter. So I'm going to go for the Wish onto Drapion. Oh, actually, he forfeited. He decided not to go for the stall. So that's a plus 29 for me, back over
see, told you.
1100. All right, so
Oh, there's an Elo system.
yeah, there is, yeah. Back over 1100. I'll go ahead
Nice.
and check my let's check my percentage here. I'll see if I can get it in the target frame. I think that brings me up to 5 and 2. Yeah, it does. So might be able to see this. My stats: 5 and 2 on OUs and 25 and 23 on randoms. I was doing really well on randoms until just recently. Okay, Devin is calling me. I'm gonna have to go for a sec.
Alrighty. Oh.
But after the last one, you were done with that champion. Holy shit, the Shen. But after the last one, you were done with that champion.
You're right. I'm gonna fucking run this bitch down. We just fucking killed them. That's all you got.
Except now we have Saradak, so you're gonna get flamed. So now you're gonna have to withstand the flame, and then we can win.
I'm looking forward towards this. I'm gonna unmute him to see what he's.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Dude, it's for the YouTube video, like you said.
Hell yeah. Oh.
Hey.
Alright. That's the Thunderlord's Olaf, I guess. He might be level 2 ganking you, the Kazakhs. No bullshit. I didn't see him cross the ward on his way back. I feel like the Kazakhs is just gonna run up there and try to murder you. Good luck, my friend.
Kill him.
Alright. I'm down to fight.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, I'm coming. You just go on that.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
probably.
Hell yeah.
I'm freezing. He has no teeth.
Alright. Are you gonna make him in Darius?
Oh yeah.
Did Karthus just roam bot or something? How did he get a kill down there? I wasn't watching.
Probably a little bit.
Yeah, level 4. Dude, fucking genius, Darius. I want to just see you fuck this guy up, Darius.
Your wish is my. I'm fucking dead.
I just baited you so fucking hard.
I knew that was gonna fucking happen. He started playing aggro. God damn, I'm fucking retarded.
I'm pretty sure I just baited you. I actually thought the Kazakhs would be bot side. Because, yeah, I don't know. This whole bot side's up.
Oh, I'm fucking stupid. I thought you meant for. Oh. Holy shit. Fucking killed myself. And then pushed away because I thought Kha'Zix would be.
Hey, at least with this guy dying, I can take blue now because this guy died. Sweet.
Oh, bitch, get out the way.
We can get first blood trade here. I think. Syndra doesn't come down and completely fuck us. Wait, hit the other guy, Saradak. Ugh! One. Okay. Alright. I guess he gets a triple there. That's not a good sign. Oh shit. That guy's in the jungle solo.
I'm gonna go bot so we can like threat.
I think I got him with that. I didn't have to ult.
So there's so much HP. I fucking hate the one counter to armor 10 HP by a fucking IE. Holy shit, I'm gonna. Oh my fucking god. What is this guy doing?
What's happening? Oh, I like what I'm seeing right here. Fucking like what I'm seeing right here. Give Kazakhs all the kills. Let's go.
Oh, wait.
Oh, if he crit that, dude, double lift
he
would have crit
almost
that. Double lift would have crit that 100%.
Turtle would have crit that too. That's why they're both in LCS. They was lucky 80k.
Hell yeah. Dude, that actually gave me cancer playing against Double Lift and Turtle as a tank. It's like, wait, they crit me like I'll look after the game. It's like he has 30% crit. He crit me 4 times in a row. What the fuck? Alright, I just killed myself. I'm boosted. Completely boosted. I'm dead. Damn, why did I think that was a good idea? Whoops. Actually kind of worried about that Syndra. She looks really scary with that build.
Yeah. We see Sarah once she's fucking. It's really hard to one shot with armor.
I'm going on her. Oh, okay, I got both flashes. It's fine. Be careful here. Oh, this guy's gonna die. Kill him! Got ult. Dead. Oh, double kill? Triple kill? They're all dead? We can look mid. I got a good ult. Okay, nice. Oh, nice. It's really good. We can just push off that.
We can win off that, maybe. Or maybe this inhibit.
Yeah, and him and Baron is best. Him and Baron is 100% best.
This guy is fucking cool, man.
You think you should top? I think maybe you should top.
I think.
Oh,
Me? Oh, no, we're already.
Okay.
We're already.
Alright, I'm going for the turret then. Oh, this guy's dead. Let's get turret off that. Jan's up in 7. We should be careful. We don't want to fight a 4v5 right now. Oh, God, it's going to be ugly. So we killed. I have GA. I don't know if I can do anything here, though. Never mind. Yeah, let's call it exciting. That was real exciting for me, dude. Oh, we're still in a good spot. Oh, this guy just walked down mid and it's like trying to 1v5 again. Why
We
is he?
probably should just pretend like he doesn't exist. I think we'll play a lot better without thinking he's just.
You have to like convince players like this that we can win because he's already given it. He was like the guy who like wanted to forfeit as soon as they got that first Baron.
I think he knows we can win. He's just kind of like
Just trolling, you think?
out of control.
I don't think he's tilted. I don't know why he'd be tilted.
He'd be surprised. Some people like really
Tilt
fragile.
off anything?
I mean, you've seen that. Huh? I'm flanking. I'm fucked.
Okay, we're going on.
Go for the
Syndra. Okay, Silver got one shot. We should be careful. We should just run. Actually, I just okay. I'm following you in here, but
fuck.
yeah, I'm just gonna run. I'm probably
Maybe
dead at this point though.
Fuck.
I got an E on him before. Yeah, I didn't really want to fight that after our whole team suicided.
Yeah, not bad. I thought I could get him real fast.
Good.
He should probably get like GA or something like that. Holy shit.
This is good for us, I think.
Oh my god, they want it. Nice.
Oh, what is this? Okay, nice.
Oh, this is really good. Oh, baby.
We can get 2 inhibs.
Out.
Just have to position aggressively. Alright, we can just get the Baron off these 2 inhibs being down. Oh, he doesn't have ult. Damn.
Maybe we can solve it.
He's gonna run. Okay, never mind. Gonna run like a bitch. I have a red buff, so I'll heal. Okay, I'm fighting. Oh, Sardak's dead. Be careful. Okay, nice. I have GA too.
I have round doing some.
Trying to. Oh, we're both dead.
Oh my god. God, fuck that.
Jesus, he's so strong. I'm staying with this guy. He got caught.
What? Where is Carthus going? Holy
He has
shit!
TP.
These guys are...
Oh wait, no, he doesn't even have TP. He's just trolling.
No, this bag is bag. Guys are fucking...
I don't know what's happening.
Holy shit.
Oh, he got the Kazakhs in the bind. Should just run. Carthus is like doing stuff, so I don't really want to just be thinking like they'll 100% win a Smite fight because they have Kazakhs. I got him off you. Ah, never mind.
Oh my fucking...
God, dude.
Our team does not deserve to win. Holy shit.
Yeah, we got both Nexus turrets. I mean, we got 3 turrets off that, I guess. They can't do that much with the dragon.
As long as they can't end it.
I have ult now.
Like-
GG.
Holy shit! Why are you doing? Holy fuck!
Yeah, dude, people are really fucking stupid, dude. I don't know what to say about it. It's like, yep, that's not a smart person. That's okay.
Dude, Morgana like fucking walks in, ults one person when you're in red, and Sivir keeps attacking the fucking Elder Dragon.
But I don't even know what, like, I
and
just
then
don't.
Card just walks off. I honestly should have just fucking won the game. I actually could have won the game. I was just so fucking baffled by how stupid this is. They still have
Yeah, Elder.
I think Carthus just canceled his ult. Yeah,
He just
Carthus
canceled his
got his ult canceled. Yeah. Holy shit, we're fighting them with
Just TP, dude. There's no way you can stall. Like, you just have to try to TP.
Alright, I'm fucking going.
Oh, you're gonna
Unless
get
I get
canceled.
canceled,
Okay,
yeah.
never mind. Do it, dude.
Holy shit, this is so fucking
Oh, that might actually stall. I think you can actually win the game here, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, they have a lot of armor on that turret. I think you might have it. They're all dying to this. You got it. You got it. We won.
Boys. We fucking did it, God!
We did. Holy shit, dude. That's not a game. Dude, I don't know, man. Fuck, dude. This is why I don't keep guns in my house right here. This is why I don't keep guns in my house.
Oh, man, I was contemplating suicide after that one.
Yeah, dude.
Holy Those games, that's what we live for. These kinds of games. This is like the NA solo. This is the actual classic. This is where the true mental test is. Where
Yeah.
everyone's
oh,
just
man, the
fucking
last-
pushed to the limit.
The
It's
last fight, I'm like,
like,
oh
fuck.
shit. Like, Karthus ult, like, that shit's gonna win us the game. Like,
But honestly, you know the real winner at the end of the day? Our fucking editors. Our editors are gonna be happy.
maybe we should do
Shout
a
out
video
to
after that.
fucking... Shout out to Fed Meister. How do you fucking say his name? Fed Meister?
Yeah, Fedmeister.
I can't even say... Yeah.
In all the pandemonium and all the madness, comes a time when you fade to the blackness. And when you're staring at that phone in your lap, and you hoping people never call you back. But that's just how the story unfolds. You get another hand soon after you fold. Players unraveling the sand, what would you wish for? You had one chance. Plane airplane, sorry I'm late. Okay, if I don't make that, then I switch my flight and I'll be right back at it by the end of the night. Right now. Right now. Yeah. Back to the day. Before this was a job. Before I got paid. Before it ever mattered what I had in my bank. Yeah, that's when I was
Okay.
in Subway. And that's when I was rapping for my...
Is that boy back?
I'm back. Looks like my stream looks frozen though.
Rip.
Let's see. Yeah, looks it's still stuck on that Sylveon and Blissey, isn't it? Pretty sure it's frozen. How do I fix this? Okay, it's showing there. Okay, there we go. We're up and running. Alright, into the OUs. Okay, so a lot of rock, ice weakness. That's a pretty it's a pretty good team. Zapdos would be the typical lead on that team, but then again, you never know when people are going to do something completely atypical. They don't really have much that would be good against Aggron, so I think I'm going to lead with that. Looks like he wants to set up entry hazards also, so I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave. I actually will outspeed him. He's probably still going to try to go for Stealth Rocks or something like it. I'm going to try to knock him out with an Earthquake. He'll probably survive it because his defense is going to be pretty much out of this world. If he switches to a Flying type, it'll be a waste of my turn. But it will at least prevent him from setting up his entry hazards, which is a good thing. Yeah, I didn't do really any decent damage there at all. So I'm just going to set up my entry hazards. He got double spikes off, but it's not Stealth Rock. That is important. Because of Stealth Rock's typing, it can be pretty devastating. I would pretty much not be able to use Tornadus at all if it was. Basically, I need to be able to use Special Attack to do anything to this fortress. So that pretty much limits me to really Starmie and Tornadus. Neither of which is an ideal option. I think I can do neutral damage with a Tornadus Hurricane. So I think I'm going to try to go for that. Luckily, Spikes is a ground type move, so I can avoid that one relatively easily. He does get the Toxic Spikes set up also. He's going to be able to get another round of Toxic Spikes set off in this turn unless he decides to go for a switch. I don't know why he would, because he has such an advantage with his entry hazards right now. But then again, you never really know with people. And my Hurricane missed, which really sucks. Now he's got literally every conceivable entry hazard on me right now. He's got Stealth Rocks. He's got double spikes. Really, the only thing he's missing is a second Toxic Spikes, which I'm kind of surprised he doesn't have out, to be honest. He set up triple spikes. This is getting really bad. I'll have to switch to my Rapid Spinner, and honestly, Starmie's going to take so much damage from switching in that
You don't know, dude.
it's going to be bad. I'll say that. And all I've got out there is Stealth Rocks. The good news is, if he switches in that Charizard, my Stealth Rocks are just going to absolutely annihilate him. Zapdos is a really good switch for him because it prevents me from getting my Starmie out. He probably is able to predict that Starmie is my Rapid Spinner, which means it's very difficult for me to get his entry hazards out. He's done a really good job of setting up on me. And I don't have a lot that I can use to answer him at this point. I think my best bet is probably to switch to Aggron. Take a lot of damage from Spikes, but at least I'm immune to some of his stuff. But I just took so much damage from Zapdos. I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything accomplished here.
Nice.
I
Okay, bro.
think he's going to kill me with his Volt Switch, yeah. The only upside here is that he has to Blind Switch, and I don't. But his entry hazards are absolutely disgusting. He's going to outspeed my Starmie, and
I couldn't really jump on top of you. You already burst it with QRW, right?
yeah, he'll outspeed my Starmie most likely. Actually, no, I might outspeed him. I do have full speed EVs, so I should be able to rapid spin this. But I am going to go down. Oh, because I missed because he was a ghost type. Okay, this game is a complete lost cause for me. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna auto forfeit that one. That was never gonna go my way. Hopefully this matchup will be a little better. This team right here, there is quite a bit of fighting weakness in this team, which is unfortunate that I don't really have something to capitalize on that very well. Also, full shinies. Like, come on, man. Shinies, really? Just because you can. My options when it comes to opening are not great. Starmie is going to get out-typed by a lot of these matchups. And that is a Thunderous. So that's pretty bad for two of my matchups also. Best bet here, I'm going to go for Drapion. He starts with the Tornadus. So I'm just going to try to go for a Sword Stance setup. Honestly, I would be surprised if he doesn't switch. If he doesn't switch, he's just going to try to capitalize on my relatively low special defense, which is really Drapion's one weakness. He actually gets a one-shot on me. That is really, really bad. Yeah, this is very bad. I don't have a whole lot that I can do here. I'm going to try to play some Switch games and hope that he goes for... Yeah, well, no, he didn't. He, for some reason, went for a Thunderbolt. He might actually be Choice Scarved. Or, no, he's got a Life Orb. So I don't know what he was thinking there. I guess he predicted the switch, which is pretty impressive by him. I am in a very bad spot here. There's really nothing I can do right now. I've gotten so far behind. I'm not going to really do any decent damage with Sylveon. And his special attack with that Life Orb is disgusting. I actually do manage to get really strong damage onto Bisharp. I am not going to outspeed it, though, and it has a very good chance of finishing me off in one hit. But my Sylveon is pretty tanky, so I'm just going to stick around. I'm going to go for the knockout on him. Sylveon does have leftovers. I can get a Wish. If he sends something in that is not able to finish me in one turn, I can get off a Wish Protect. That would be relatively good for me. But my main problem in this matchup right now is that Thunderous. I do not have a lot that can answer that Thunderous. If I'm able to... I wasn't able to get any entry hazard set up with Aggron, which is really unfortunate. That means his Charizard is actually going to be pretty strong. Weavile has a very good chance of killing me in one hit, but I am pretty tanky. He goes for a Sword Stance, and I'm going to go for a Wish. He's going to outspeed me, but I'm going to get the Protect. So I'll be full health, but it's not going to do me all that much good against a Sword Stance Weavile, because Sword Stance Weavile is incredibly dangerous. It's got a very high attack stat. And I don't have anything I can switch to that's going to be able to take that hit very well. My physical wall's already down. So I'm just going to rely on Sylveon tanking some of this, getting some good damage with Hyper Voice. I actually do manage to get the one-hit KO, so that is actually very good for me. Those are two of my harder matchups in this team taken out. So aside from the Thunderous, I'm actually doing relatively well. Mew, I don't have a fantastic answer for, but I do have knockoff on two of my Pokemon still. The problem is that I'd have to get a switch off. My Hyper Voice doesn't do an excess of damage to this Mew. I have no idea what this Mew's moveset is, by the way. So far, all he's shown me is Pain Split, which is kind of really strange. I think he's trying to prevent me from getting any healing off, or he's just trying to whittle me down. I'm not really sure. He might just be trying to get me low so he can try to get a one-hit kill. I'm getting relatively close to being able to finish him off. Actually, this might be my turn. Yep, okay, so Mew's dead. I'm now up 4-3, but Thunderous is still alive. And I'm not really in wish range anymore because most likely whatever he puts in is going to be able to take my Sylveon out in one hit. So if it's Charizard, I'm going to assume it's probably a Flare Blitz Charizard. It's actually the Thunderous again. So again, I don't really have much that can switch into this. I'm gonna go for a Protect and see what he's trying to use on me. He's actually going for a U-turn that would have done a lot of damage. If he does go for that same move again, then I'll be relatively safe switching to Tornadus. If he doesn't, he goes for Dark Pulse, which doesn't do an excess of damage, but he is an electric type against me, a straight flying type. So I'm just going to try to go for a knockoff here. I really want to get that life orb off of him. Even if he does take me out, getting that thing off is going to do me a lot of good. It might actually be worth trading. Let's see. He is likely going to outspeed my Starmie. He could kill it in one hit. And I haven't seen the rest of his moves, this last move yet. He has two super effective moves against my Starmie, so I'm going to have to go for Tangrowth, even though this is not a great type matchup either. Tangrowth also doesn't do as much damage, but he does resist that Thunderbolt. I'm actually able to finish Tornadus off with my knockoff. So I'm still up one Pokemon. Sylveon is relatively low, but in the right matchup, I might be able to get a Wish off and heal some of that back up. Sends in the Charizard, which is not great. I'm going to predict a fire move and switch to my Starmie. He does use Flamethrower, but he gets a crit, which is pretty bad for me. In this situation, I can either go for Hydro Pump or I can go for Ice Beam. I honestly don't remember if Ice Beam does neutral damage to Charizard, even though it's a flying type. I'm going to be risky. I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump, and he actually switches to the Gliscor, but I should still do... Yeah, I still one-hit KO that. So Hydro Pump was definitely the right choice. Although I actually would have done 4 times damage to Gliscor with Ice Beam. I don't need it because Starmie is completely maxed out in special attack. Charizard now has nowhere to go. But will I outspeed it? I will still outspeed it. And I am going to try to go for Hydro Pump again. And I get the super effective. I get the knockout. So that's GG. That was well played by him. His Thunderous did a lot of work. But I actually ended up getting lucky knocking off his Life Orb. I outspeeded him with my Tornadus, which was really good. If I had not, he would have one-hit killed my Tornadus, and he probably could have one-hit killed pretty much everything else with his special attack spec. So that was actually a relatively lucky win for me. Yeah, I'll chalk that up to luck. Some people might say I just predicted it well enough, but honestly, I lucked out. Now this team, there's a lot of weakness to fire in this team, but I only have one fire move, and that's my hidden power on my Tangrowth. Also pretty decent-ish damaged weakness to ice. When it comes to picking a lead here, it's actually really hard. I have a feeling that Golem is probably an entry hazard setter, so I'm actually going to lead with Tangrowth. And he actually leads with Scrafty, which is not awesome for me. He does have an item. I'm just going to go straight up for the knockoff, and he goes for a Dragon Dance, which is pretty good. I knock off his Rocky Helmet, which will do me some good. This is actually pretty important for me to land this Sleep Powder, because after all those stat increases, he is getting very dangerous. That is not something that I want to mess with. And I really need to send in something that is going to be able to one-hit kill this thing. So I'm actually going to go for my Sylveon, which is not usually an offensive choice for me, but up against a Scrafty with that 4-time weakness to Fairy, with my Pixelate, I am able to get that one-hit kill. So all that setup is for nothing now, and my Tangrowth likely regenerated all the way thanks to Regenerator. So now that he's sitting out his Metagross, he's going to go for a Steel-type move on my Sylveon. That's going to hurt quite a bit. I don't have a lot of great options to go up against a Metagross, but my best bet will likely be Clear Body Light Metal. Either my Aggron or my Tangrowth. Tangrowth would be able to get some super effective damage with Hidden Power Fire, which I think might be the better choice because Metagross is likely to have a higher defensive stat than a special defense stat. So Hidden Power Fire will probably do more damage. Even though I don't get stab on it, it will likely do more damage than an Earthquake would. To actually do take a lot of damage from that Ice Punch, but this will probably do quite a bit also. I'm not in one-hit kill range still, so I am going to go ahead and go for the damage, and thanks to my Rocky Helmet, I actually get that KO also. So I'm in a pretty good spot here. He's sending out his Charizard. I'm actually going to predict the Fire move again, just like last game, and go for my Starmie. He goes for the Mega Evolve and goes for a Dragon Dance, so that's actually pretty scary. This will... I want to say this is a likely switch. Even though he did get that Dragon Dance off, he knows that he's going to take pretty effect. Oh, never. He has a Thunder Punch. That is a Thunder Punch on a Charizard. That is just disgusting. Okay, so this kind of changes the game a little bit. He has given himself the Dragon type, which Sylveon will be able to do some decent damage to. I don't know what the rest of his skill set is other than Dragon Dance, Thunder Punch. That's pretty nasty stuff right there. I'm actually going to try to go for a Thunder Wave here. If he does decide to switch, then it's whatever. I actually barely survive a freaking Flare Blitz. So my Aggron is sitting at 1 HP. That's obviously not a spot I want to be in. I am going to get speed priority on him, but really anything I switch in at this point is going to take massive damage from that thing. I could either go for a Stealth Rock setup here, or I could try to go for a switch. Flare Blitz is going to do a lot of damage to just about anybody, but without typing, I think Sylveon will be able to survive this. He actually goes for a Dragon Claw, which is immune, so that was a really good call on my part, even though I thought he was going to go for a Flare Blitz. Hyper Voice should be able to get the knockout. There we go. So I have lost Starmie, which is pretty bad considering I still have to go up against that Golem. But I'm not in too bad of a spot here. I've got a feeling he's going to go for a Bug-type move with a Mega Evolve on this move. So obviously I do not want to switch to Drapion or to Tangrowth. Tornadus is probably my best bet. He actually goes for a Bullet Punch. I take half my health on that one. Before Mega Evolve, I am going to outspeed this thing. He has a Life Orb. I could go for a knockoff, but I actually think I want to go for the Hurricane instead. If this hits, I should do pretty substantial damage. Normally I wouldn't take this kind of risk with my Tornadus, but considering how far ahead I am, it wasn't too bad. That was actually pretty bad that missed. That hurts me quite a bit. I don't know what item that Cloyster has, but honestly, considering the bad matchups I have into it, I think I'm going to try... I'm torn because I might be able to one-hit kill that thing with a Focus Blast, but then again, I might not, and I might miss. I don't know if I have a lot of other options, especially since the only thing I can switch into is Sylveon, and Sylveon's probably not going to do fantastic damage. I think I am going to live a little risky, go for the... Okay, I got the super effective, so that risk paid off. And I honestly did not expect it to. I thought I was going to miss. I thought I was going to survive with a little bit of HP. So now it's just a question of how risky am I feeling, because I can get another super effective with a Focus Blast. I'll take the 70% accuracy roll. I actually do miss. He's going to rock slide me. That's going to kill my Tornadus easily. But I actually do have some options to go into this fellow. Um, I would like to go for a Giga Drain, but I think he's probably going to switch into the Scizor, which does have a Life Orb. I'm actually going to go for a knockoff. He actually goes for a Fire Punch, which is an interesting option. I'm going to go for the knockoff. He has a Focus Band, which is kind of a little redundant, honestly. And actually, he outsped me last turn, which is pretty impressive. I'm actually going to go for the switch again into my Sylveon. Take that Fire Punch. Does pretty well. Get some regeneration onto my Tangrowth. And I'm just going to try to get as much Hyper Voice damage as I can, which is pretty good. He doesn't have very high special defense. And I actually survived the explosion. Sylveon, pretty nasty levels of tank going on right now. Okay, I am not going to be able to get that off. Let's see. I think my best bet here might actually be to go for a knockoff. He might be able to one-hit kill me, especially with that Bullet Punch and his Life Orb. But if I'm able to get the Life Orb off of him, which I am, okay, that's awesome. That is awesome. He's really low. He doesn't have any sort of healing ability. So, yeah, I'm pretty much just I'm gonna take this hit. And Drapion actually managed to survive, so that should be... Oh, he barely hangs on. Drapion, just take the hit so I can get the free switch. And I'm actually going to go back into Tangrowth. And let's see. This is a little bit dangerous. He does not get the kill on me, so I am going to win this one. He actually kills himself on my Rocky Helmet. So, awesome. He actually would have killed himself on his Rocky Helmet even if he had taken out Tangrowth. So even though Aggron was only at 1 HP... that actually worked out pretty well for me. I would have gotten the win no matter what with that level of damage on my Rocky Helmet. So yeah, those have been a couple good battles. Let's see where I'm sitting here. I think I'm sitting at something like 7-3. 7-3 is actually a pretty good percentage. For let's see, I think I was up 2-0 when I started tonight. So I won 5 and I lost 3. That's not bad. That's really not bad at all. My ELO's sitting in a pretty good spot. My win percentage is pretty good. But then again, that's just on 10 games. I'll see as I go forward what kind of show I'm putting on. But for now, that's going to be it. I don't know if anyone's watching, but I am going to go ahead and get out of here. So